Imagine this for a moment. You're out in public, or maybe you're at home and your child is acting out. Maybe they're throwing a tantrum, being rude, or not listening to you. How do you feel? Do you feel embarrassed, frustrated, or even angry? Or do you feel calm, composed, and in control of the situation? The reality is that how we allow our children to behave not only affects how others perceive them, but also how we perceive them. And here's the crucial question. Are we setting our children up for success by teaching them respect, discipline, and responsibility? Or are we unintentionally creating behaviors that make us dislike them? Today we're diving into Jordan Peterson's 5th rule in 12 rules for life. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. This rule isn't about being harsh or unkind. It's about setting boundaries, teaching responsibility, and fostering respect so that both you and your child can live a happier, healthier life together. In his book, 12 Rules for Life, Jordan Peterson argues that parenting is one of the most difficult jobs anyone can take on. And yet, many of us approach it without fully understanding the long-term consequences of our actions. When it comes to raising children, Peterson emphasizes the importance of setting firm boundaries and teaching them discipline, not only to avoid behavioral problems, but to create a relationship built on respect. The truth is, your children's behavior is a direct reflection of the boundaries you set for them. If you let them misbehave without consequence, if you allow them to act out in public or at home without correction, you're teaching them that they can get away with it. And here's what happens next. The more they misbehave, the more frustrated you become, and the more you begin to dislike them. It's a toxic cycle that undermines the parent-child relationship. But here's the key insight. By setting clear expectations and boundaries early on, you can prevent behaviors that drive you crazy. Not only will this lead to a more peaceful home environment, but it will also help your child develop the tools they need to navigate the world successfully. First, let's talk about boundaries. Boundaries are one of the most important tools you have as a parent. Boundaries teach your child self-discipline, respect for others, and the importance of understanding consequences. When children act out, whether it's by throwing a tantrum, interrupting others, or being disrespectful, they're testing the limits. They want to see how far they can push and whether they can get away with it. As a parent, it's your job to ensure that there are consequences for bad behavior. Without those consequences, children are left to figure out the world on their own. And let's face it, that's not a world they're ready for. By consistently enforcing boundaries, you teach your child how to behave in a way that is respectful and considerate of others. And when they know their limits, they will feel more secure, because children thrive in environments with clear rules and expectations. On the flip side, overindulgence can have serious consequences. When parents avoid confrontation, when they let their children act however they want to avoid a conflict, they're creating a situation where children are unaware of their impact on others. This can lead to a sense of entitlement, lack of empathy, and even social rejection later in life. Have you ever been out in public and witnessed a child throwing a fit because they didn't get their way? Maybe it's a temper tantrum in the grocery store or a loud complaint in a restaurant. As frustrating as it is for the parent, it's even more uncomfortable for everyone around them. But here's the thing. When children are allowed to behave this way without correction, it teaches them that they can act without consequences. This is the danger of overindulgence. You may feel bad for saying no, or maybe you're afraid of your child being upset, but in the long run, you're creating a situation where they don't learn responsibility or respect for others. So what happens when you don't allow your child to do things that make you dislike them? What happens when you teach them respect and discipline? You foster a relationship of trust and mutual respect. When children know their boundaries, they feel safer, and they learn to trust their parents. They learn that bad behavior has consequences, and that good behavior earns praise and rewards. Over time, this teaches them self-regulation and how to manage their emotions in a way that benefits everyone around them. But the beauty of this rule is not just in the behavior you're correcting, it's in the connection you're building with your child. When you model respect, responsibility, and kindness, you create an environment where both you and your child can thrive. It's a relationship based on mutual understanding, where both parties respect each other's needs and space. If you've made it this far, I want you to think about this. How are you setting boundaries with your children? Are you letting them act out in ways that lead to frustration and resentment? Or are you teaching them how to behave in a way that builds mutual respect and understanding? I challenge you today to take a closer look at how you parent. Set clear boundaries and enforce them consistently. Teach your children that their actions have consequences and that good behavior leads to positive outcomes. If this video resonated with you, please like it to show your support for the importance of healthy boundaries in parenting. Comment below and share how you plan to implement clearer boundaries with your children. What changes can you make to ensure that your relationship remains strong and respectful? And don't forget to subscribe to Awaken Your Essence for more insights into raising children who respect themselves, respect others, and are equipped to navigate the world with confidence. Remember, you're building more than just good behavior. You're building a strong, loving connection with your children. And that's what truly matters.